Hey everybody, Johnny B. Quick here. Hello, hello, hello. Greetings from, I always just like to say Gary, Indiana, because that's what I know. Local time here is 10:33. Let's see how far we are from Milwaukee. 135 miles to Milwaukee. Our ETA is going to be somewhere about 1 to 1:15. I think I'm gonna take the 294 tonight. I just want to make sure there are no more delays by going through downtown. Although by the time we get to downtown, it's gonna be 11 o'clock, right? So, and we can certainly save some toll money. They'll save my boss some toll money. Yeah, we'll go through downtown. I know you guys like going through downtown. Oh, I don't know. We'll play it by ear. Lots and lots of beautiful trucks out here. What I call the midnight runners. Sure glad it ain't snowing up here. scenario for you. You get to a shipper or a receiver. You dock your trailer. You show that as unloading, right? 10-minute unloading, 15. And you waited, let's just say it took them 9.5 hours to unload you. And the guy comes out with your bills. So you have two choices. One, you refuse. Now we're talking about through the letter of the law. One choice is you refuse the bill, say, oh, no, I can't receive, don't give me that bill waiting for another 30, 45 minutes. Now that would be weird, right? I could just see the look of the shipper's face or receiver say, oh. Or two, second choice is, all right, I'll receive it, but I have to restart my 10-hour break. Yeah. Good luck with that, right? You know, it just, I don't know if they ever take that into an account when they made these laws or rules about the HOS. I suspect that that's not the only scenario out there. There's got to be hundreds of scenarios that's not covered into that kind of a gray area, or I don't know. Then the shipper or receiver says, well, we need that door. You need to get out of that door because there's a driver waiting for it. Now, to the letter of the law, if you move that trailer, you're in violation. Well, you could always say, well, sir, I really need to go to the bathroom really, really bad. I'll be back in about 30 minutes. Yeah. I wish I had the time to stop and clean these windshields. They're getting really bad. I don't know, all day long today I've been singing that song in my head by Michael Jackson when he was a little boy. Give love on Christmas Day. No greater gift is there than love. What the world need is love. What the world need is love. I guess that's about the only song that I really like with Michael Jackson. Oh, yeah, don't forget Ben. I watched that movie Ben when I was a little boy. You know, I remember when I was a little boy, to be able to go and watch a movie. You see, we live in a very small island of Camiguin Island. And back in 1970s or something like that, 74, 78, something like that, the whole island was dark. There was no electricity. The roads were gravelled. And it was a dust storm every time a vehicle would, you know, pass by. And to be able to watch a movie in a big city of Cagayan de Oro, you literally had to travel about 8 hours to some of the worst highway in the Philippines at that time. Man, I'm talking about potholes as big as buses. And if you're not careful, you'll be pounding your head on the ceiling of the bus. It wasn't an easy task traveling from the island to the big city of Cagayan de Oro, where the modern cities were, you know, big movie theaters, ice creams, Shakey's Pizza. By the time you left Camiguin and the time you arrived at Cagayan de Oro, you were totally covered with dust. You took a dust shower. So my mom would always bring extra clean clothes. She wouldn't even dress us when we were leaving the island. We would travel in ragged clothes, but by the time we got to the big cities, my mom would find a restroom somewhere and put me some city slicker clothes. That's where I remember watching that movie by about the boy and a rat, I think it is, and I think the soundtrack was, I don't even know who the actor was. The soundtrack was by Michael Jackson, I believe. Ben. Movie theaters in the Philippines at that time opened up at 1 p.m. and there was always a double feature. So it's usually 2 hours long, or yeah. So you got in at 1, and then you got out at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Now every movie theater back then only had one auditorium. So if you wanted to watch a different movie, it's not like over here in the US where one movie house can have 10 different, auditoriums, the 10 different movies. Back then, if you wanted to watch the next feature from 4 o'clock till 8 o'clock, you literally had to run to the next movie theater and catch one over there again. And after that, if you really wanted to watch one more, from 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock was the last, that was the last movie. Or was it 10? I think it was 10. And at that time, it was the only place, well, not the only place, but it was one of the few places that you could go to where you can watch a movie with air conditioning. And if in a very hot summer day, sometimes I would just go into the movie theater and go to sleep. And here's the best part. When I get back to the island, I would play out and tell the movies to my friends in the barrio or in the village. So what I saw, I would describe it. I would tell it, because some of those kids, they've never been off the island before. So I guess for when I get back, I was an actor. I had the whole stage, I suppose. Everybody tuned in. Little kids like me tuned in and kind of listened to the movie and imagine the kind of movie I was describing. Once in a while, my mom and I would snatch a child from the village, and we would bring them with us in the city. And so, because they've never been off the island, so we'd bring them and watch movies, eat ice cream, pizzas, and all that stuff. And can you imagine the look of a little boy from an island that has never seen the city before? Yeah, that. Oh, I can't tell you how many times that has happened. The number of kids that my mom and I and my brother would literally borrow them from their parents and bring them with us. And to some, that was the only way they can get off the island, because they couldn't afford to travel. that is why my mom and my dad were so welcome in the village. They treated us as locals. Until to this day, some of those kids, well, they're not kids anymore, they're my age. Well, there are some still kids, because after my mom and my dad died, I continued the tradition. I would bring the kids. Until to this day, some people, which I've even forgotten that we brought them to the city, would remind me that was their first time to see the, what a movie was, or let alone what an air conditioner was. And my mom would take them shopping and buy shorts and brand new slippers. Thanks for watching. I'll be right back. JB Travels here. JBG Travels. Holy Smokies. Peace.